दीपाली रामकृष्ण वाकलकर, जळगाव महाराष्ट्रामधनं पुण्यात राहते मी. एक दिवस असंच आम्ही घरामध्ये म्हणजे सुनबाईचे आई वडील माझ्याकडे आलेले होते जेवणासाठी म्हणून त्यांना बोलवलं. तर स्वयंपाक वगैरे सगळा केला आणि त्यानंतर मी जेवण वगैरे आटोपलीत आमची आणि मला अचानक त्रास व्हायला लागला. तो त्रास म्हणजे कसं की खाली वाकल्यानंतर छातीतनं काहीतरी असं मोठं पडतंय असं जाणवायला लागलं मला. आणि त्यानंतर मला हळूहळू आवाज जो होता माझा तो मी खूप कधीची आजारी आहे असा त्या क्षणापुरतं होऊन जायचं. म्हणजे साधारण 1-2 मिनिट एकदम वीक आवाज व्हायचा माझा.
At that time I checked her pulse and it was very low. It was 60 per minute. A few minutes later when I checked it, after around 10 minutes later, it was 120 per minute. So at that time I decided to get an ECG done and it showed that she had atrial fibrillation. We also underwent a 2D echo after that, which showed that her mitral valve diameter had reduced to 0.9 mm.
मग अशा याच्यात आम्ही डॉक्टर परवेज ग्रँड रुबे हॉलचे त्यांच्याकडे तिथे चेकिंगसाठी गेलो. त्या डॉक्टरांनी आम्हाला ECG इको वगैरे ह्या टेस्ट करायला सांगितल्या. मग त्या टेस्ट केल्यानंतर त्याच्या रिपोर्टने आम्हाला स्वप्नील कर्णे डॉक्टरांना आम्ही भेटलो आणि मग त्या डॉक्टरांनी मायट्रल वॉल्वचं सर्जरीचं आम्हाला सजेस्ट केलं.
He gave us 2 options, like one is mechanical valve, another is tissue valve. So he suggested that mechanical valve is not proper in this case, in my mother's case. So we should consider the tissue valve only. So it was decided that we will go for tissue valve only. But again, there was a big challenge. The valves those were available in India at that time, the tissue valves I'm talking about, had longevity around 10 to 12 years only. So considering my mother's age, that was 55, plus 10 to 12 years lifespan, that again comes to around 65-67 years lifespan we could have engaged into. Next challenge was she couldn't, Dr. Karne said कि इनका और एक ऑपरेशन नहीं हो सकता है, this is the last operation. So I felt in a very depressive phase. Only 67 age, that is the end of the story. So I was wondering any solution. I was trying to find out any other solution for that. So Dr. Karne only suggested us there is a valve made by Edward Life Sciences. The valve name was Mitrus Resilia mitral valve. Yes, and the longevity of that valve comes somewhere around 25 years. So we decided to go for that valve. Unfortunately, that valve was not available in India at that time because it was not permitted to sell in India. That was a big challenge in front of us, how to procure that. Entire team from Edward Life Sciences came to help us for that time, that particular procurement process. And we had to take some permission from Indian government, Customs Department of India, and again some US government permissions. Edward team helped us into that. Mamta from Edward's team was the one who coordinated and made all this come true, and somehow we brought that valve to India and Dr. Karne operated it, and next is the story.
So sometime in mid 2021, Mr. Vipul Wakalkar and his mother Mrs. Dipali Wakalkar, they came across me for the consultation. She was suffering from headache, breathlessness, dyspnea on exertion, and on investigation we found that she is suffering from severe mitral stenosis, dilated LA, and atrial fibrillation. So I offered Mr. Vipul and his mother all the treatment modalities available. Since her age was 55 at that time, we decided to go for the tissue valve. This is about Mitris valve, which is by Edward Life Sciences, and I had an opportunity to implant first Mitris valve. Tissue valves, we don't need anticoagulation. There is no clicking sound which is there in the mechanical valves. Tissue valves do last and give a best survival as well as day-to-day life to the patients.
आणि ऑपरेशन नंतरचं जे माझं आयुष्य आहे ते पूर्णपणे मी पूर्वीच्या सारखी म्हणजे त्यापेक्षा सुद्धा खूप छान पद्धतीने माझं जीवन जगते. रोज मी पर्वतीच्या 108 पायऱ्या चढून जाते. त्यानंतर 4 किलोमीटर रोजचं माझं फिरायला जाण्याचं हे पुण्यातलं रुटीन झालं. सकाळी पर्वतीची शुद्ध हवा खूप छान वाटते, त्यामुळे मला श्वास घ्यायला खूप मोकळेपणा झाला आहे. आणि ऑपरेशननंतर तर मी माझ्या पूर्व लहानपणाच्या जीवनात येऊन गेली आहे. आणि लहान मुलं पर्वतीवर आल्यानंतर जी लहान मुलं जी छोटी छोटी बागडतात, चढतात, उतरतात, खूप मोठी माणसं, त्या सगळ्यांना बघून मला माझं परत लहानपण आठवायला लागलं आहे. आणि आता मी पूर्वत झालेली आहे. श्वास पण खूप छान घेता येतो आहे आणि मला खूप आनंदी आणि खूप छान वाटतं आहे.
After the surgery, she has become the most active member of the
Yes,
family.
she is the most active member at this moment.
So
She traveled across India after surgery. I mean, post surgery, Dr. Karne has advised for 3 months she should be in home, keeping track of everything, all activities. And once those 3 months over, she booked her tickets
on the last day, she booked her tickets.
and
actually.
she went away. She traveled around across India for around 2.5 months consistently.
द्वारकेला माझा जवळजवळ तो एवढा मोठा प्रवास मी बायकार केला. कुठंही काहीही थकले नाही, काय नाही, काय नाही, काहीच नाही. त्यानंतर मी तिरुपती बालाजीला लगेचच पुढच्या आठवड्यात तिरुपती बालाजीला जाऊन आले. हैदराबाद, तिरुपती बालाजी, रामेश्वर, हे सगळं एवढा टूर झाल्यानंतर मला थकवा वगैरे काहीही नाही आला.
Now she's back with us, so we are hoping to enjoy after she is free right now.
Yes.
We're hoping to enjoy with her now.
I feel very happy that whenever a patient approaches you with the disease, and if you cure that disease completely and she comes back to her normal life, she can do whatever she wants, she can eat whatever she wants. You can see her that she is like without any disease and she's so happy. So what else you want, or what the best cure you can give to the patient?
मला आता खूप छान वाटतं आहे. पहिल्यापेक्षा खूपच शरीरात माझ्या बदल झाला आहे. माझ्या रोजच्या ॲक्टिव्हिटीज होत्या त्यापेक्षा खूप सुलभ झाल्यात. मी रोज जळगावच्या पायऱ्या, जळगावला असली तर 52 पायऱ्या माझ्या घराच्या रोज दिवसातून 3-4दा चढून उतरून जाते. आणि पुण्यात असली तर पर्वतीला जाऊन येते. आणि आजचं जे माझं रुटीन आहे ते अतिशय सुंदर आहे आणि ती सगळी कृपा माझ्यावरती परमेश्वराच्या सोबत डॉक्टर स्वप्नील करणे